Now, thanks to 90 Mile Wines and Anytime Fitness Glenelg, it's Chewing the Fat with Bevan Jones.
G'day and welcome to another edition of Chewing the Fat. We're down here at the beautiful Adelaide Oval today and I'm joined by a superstar, a man who played 46 games of Test cricket for Australia, 32 ODIs as well, even scored 100 here at the Adelaide Oval on debut against the arch enemy England back in 1995. Greg Blewett, great to have you on Chewing the Fat, mate.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Talk us through your journey into playing cricket for South Australia and then Australia as well.
Oh, geez, I actually really followed the system here at the Saka. So I grew up in the Barossa Valley and I was in the Sapsasa teams up there. So I was about 5 years in the Barossa, moved back down to town when Dad moved back with his job. Went to Marden High, Prince Alfred College, and then during my school years I was in the under 15 squads, under 17 squads, under 19 squads, and then was fortunate enough to be picked in the under 19 Australian team that toured England with guys like Damien Martin and Adam Gilchrist. I was in the cricket academy here with Shane Warne not long after that, and then eased my way into the South Australian team, which was great. Had a great career with South Australia with some really great people, and then after a couple of years with South Australia, had a couple of reasonable years, and then found myself in the Australian side. So yeah, great memories. I was probably a professional cricketer for 15, 16 years, I suppose. So yeah, absolutely loved it. I'm still involved with the game, so I'm a happy man.
Yeah, wonderful stuff. And let's talk about that. On debut, 100 runs against the arch enemy. There's not much better, you know, making your debut here on the Adelaide Oval in front of your home crowd doesn't get much better than that.
Nah, well, the only thing that we could have improved that would have made it a little bit better is if we won the Test match. We actually lost it, which was yeah. So I lost my first Test match, but as you said, I made 100, and it was a great day. It was the Australia Day weekend, so you know, always the Australia Day weekend's really well supported here in Adelaide against England. The weather was great. I was in great form as well. So any time that you want to be picked, you want to be seeing the ball really well and be really confident, which I was. I was really made to feel welcome in the Australian setup, and there were some big names. I hadn't even met some of the guys before I got inside that dressing room. Never met David Boon before. He was a bit scary. I actually roomed with him as well, so yeah, that was a bit of an eye-opener. I've never seen a man smoke or drink so much in my life, and during a Test match, so that was interesting. That was a bit of an eye-opener, but yeah, just I felt good about myself, and I think the hardest thing is probably your first sort of 15, 20 balls. I was obviously really nervous, but got myself through that, and then got a few runs away, and then I felt confident, and things just progressed. So yeah, it was interesting because I was 90 odd not out overnight, and there was a few dramas the next day, but yeah, got there in the end.
Oh, it would have been a nervous night.
Yeah.
Nice sleep, that's for
well,
sure.
I sort of tried to keep things normal, so I was always one who liked, each night after a day's play, liked a couple of beers and just to sort of settle the nerves. I hated going straight back to my room and sort of stewing over the next day. I'd sort of rather socialise, so I did exactly the same thing. Had a couple of beers with Damien Fleming, was hanging off me like a bad smell, and so we did that, and then I just tried to relax, and yeah, we lost early wickets the next day, and I played a few rash shots trying to get to the milestone, but yeah, got there in the end.
Oh, what a feeling that would have been
a
relief as well. Yeah. And these days, obviously, we can hear you on Triple M on Saturday mornings with Jars and Bernie Vince, which is great, on Dead Set Legends, and you're involved a bit with Channel 7 as well, which is terrific stuff. And you're involved with the Redbacks, so what's your involvement there?
Yeah, well, this year I'm the batting coach, so this is my third year now with the Redbacks. My first couple of years I was doing the under-19s plus the Redbacks, and I had 1 year with the Strikers as well. The Channel 7, with all the rights, changed at the start of last summer. So I'd had sort of 8 or 9 years with Fox Sports after I finished my cricket career. So I'd sort of, got into the media, and then Darren Lehman got the Australian gig over in England. He asked for a meeting. I thought we're just going to catch up socially, have a bit of a feed and have a couple of beers, and he said, I want you to come on board as part of my team. And I was really happy doing my media stuff, but I'd also had a bit of an eye towards coaching as well, and I thought that might come a little bit later on, but I just thought what an opportunity, to start your coaching career with the Australian cricket team. So I did that for 3 years. I remarried though, which was great, had a couple of young boys, and that made travelling really difficult, and I want to spend a bit more time back in Adelaide. So got in touch with Tim Nielsen, and there was a role here. So I've been here for, this is my 3rd season coming up, and this year I'm the batting coach. Had to give the Strikers away, as I said, because of the media stuff, but just concentrating on the Redbacks this year, and we've got some good young talent coming through, so I'm really enjoying that role as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed the Redbacks can go better than last year. I think they've got, like I said, a lot of talent, so I reckon there's definitely a good future there ahead. Now, you've got a lad that's pretty handy at golf, Bluey, and you're a very handy golfer yourself as well. Could we see him be the next Tiger Woods?
Oh, geez, I don't think there's ever going to be another Tiger Woods. But he loves it. I mean, that's the most important thing. He's just starting to get into cricket now as well. He's 4.5, but he probably started really enjoying golf when he was about 2, and he just picked it up because, as you said, I love my golf, and I've always got a golf club around the home, sort of like, trying to groove the swing, and he just sort of started, I think, imitating me. And so he's, and we've got a younger boy as well, Rory, who just turned 3 the other day, and you can tell he loves his sport as well. So we've got balls and clubs and bats and stuff all around the house. So we really want to encourage the boys to be really sporty. They haven't been exposed to, phones and iPads yet. We're going to try and sort of keep that till, obviously when they go to school, they'll probably get enough of that anyway. So we're sort of trying to be a bit old-fashioned about it and trying to get them outdoors as much as possible and get them playing sport,
that is great.
And whether he plays golf is, who cares? But I'd love to caddy for him. I'd love him to caddy for me, even better. So whatever he wants to do, but at the moment he loves his golf.
I love that. There should be definitely more parents who are encouraging people to get out there and do outdoorsy stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, Bluey, how good was it back in the day playing cricket on the road or down the beach with your mates, or just anyone just comes and joins in and stuff like that?
That's the other thing we've done is I've just built a house, and we had a great little area out the back, and I've put a cement cricket pitch in with some synthetic grass over it and some netting, so it's more of a play area for them. And they've got a couple of golf holes as well where they can have a putt. So we've sort of tried to create a bit of a sporting precinct out the back of our house, just to encourage them to play sport.
I love that. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
And I've heard from a good source that you don't mind doing a few bicep curls and working out the gym these days, mate, and getting the rig out. So I can start this.
No, I just enjoy trying to stay healthy, really, because I'm starting to nudge towards 50, and especially the job I'm doing now, I've got to be really active. So I've noticed that a couple of times when haven't been as active as I'd like, and I might have gone a couple of months without doing much, and then trying to sort of get back into training, and I just get too sore and I can't do it properly. So I've sort of decided I'm better off just doing something each day, and I feel much better as well. So anyway, trying to keep some of the bloat off. Like you mentioned Darren Lehman. He's out here, so I'm just trying to stay sort of fairly normal, I suppose.
You're doing all right, mate. Hey, tomorrow night it all happens at the Ashes. Absolutely pumped about this, as you are. We spoke about this off air as well.
Yeah.
What's going to be your first 11, you reckon, Bluey?
Okay, so mine is, I'm going to go with Bancroft. I think I was sort of going, probably a couple of weeks ago I was thinking Joe Burns. A lot of people had Marcus Harris in their 11 as well, which I totally understand, but I just think we've got so many left-handers in our top 6 or 7, so obviously Burns hasn't been selected, so I'm going with Bancroft. Obviously Warner, I'm going with Khawaja at 3, Smith at 4, Head at 5. I'm going to go with Matty Wade in the first test match at number 6, because I think in the first test match, obviously the bowlers are really fresh. I think we can get away with not having an all-rounder. And then you got Payne at 7, Pattinson. I'm leaving Starkey out, so I'm going with Cummins. Well, Cummins is probably the first picked out of the bowlers at the moment, Pattinson, and I'm going with Hazelwood as well. So, yeah, it's Justin Langer's come out the last couple of days saying it's probably out of Siddle, Stark, and Hazelwood. I'm probably going with Hazelwood, and then you obviously got Lyon as well. So, but it's going to be interesting to see who they pick, and they've got a good decision really. Like they've got 2 or 3 that could easily play. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who they go with.
And obviously England had that just going alone against Ireland, winning that World Cup, of course, recently as well. But how do you see the game going, like, and the series as well? Do you think we can knock off the Poms?
I reckon we can. They're favourites, no doubt, over there. I reckon it really depends on the health of their fast bowlers. Jimmy Anderson's just coming back from his calf injury. I reckon if he plays the whole series, they're going to be hard to beat, and that goes along with Stuart Broad as well. I think Wokes is an underrated cricketer as well. He's got some really good skills, so geez, it's going to be tight. Their top 3, I know Root's probably going to bat 3 in the first Test match, but they've had problems with the top of their order. Really dangerous. They are really dangerous through the middle of their batting lineup, but I think we can get it done. I really do. I love our pace attackers, as long as we're smart enough, because we've really, in the past couple of tours over there, we've really gone with airspeed, which doesn't necessarily work all the time in the UK. So I think if we manage our bowlers really well, then I think we're a real chance. Can't
wait for it, Blewy.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be great.
Hey, before I let you go, we're going to do a thing called 90 seconds thanks to 90 Mile Wines, one of our sponsors. Shout out to them. So I'm just going to ask you a series of questions in 90 seconds. Here we go. Favourite movie?
Shawshank Redemption.
Good choice.
I know, it's too obvious, but I'm going to have to go with that one.
Favourite food?
Favourite food? I love most seafood. Yeah.
Favourite drink?
Favourite drink? Don't mind a Barossa Valley Shiraz.
Good choice. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pie with or without sauce?
I'm without.
Ooh,
without sauce, yeah. I'm trying to cut down sugar, so sauce has got a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah, fair call. Funniest teammate and why?
Funniest teammate and why? It kills me to say this, but I'm probably going to have to say Damien Fleming. He's a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde. He can get bloody angry, but he's funny as well. So, and I work with him too. So it kills me to say that, but he's just witty. He's witty somehow. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
And favourite holiday destination?
Favourite holiday destination? I love Barbados. It's a great spot.
Yeah. Never been to West Indies. Want to get there one day?
I haven't taken the kids there yet, but hard place to get to. But when you're there, it's worth it.
Awesome. Yeah. And AFL Premiers 2019.
2019. I reckon Richmond are going to get it done.
2019 Brownlow medalists.
2019 Brownlow medalists. I reckon Lockie Moon might hold all right.
Good choice. I reckon he'll be right up there.
Yeah.
Greg Blewett, it's been an absolute pleasure,
Easy, mate.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
Thank you, Ellis, for filming for us again, as always. Take care, mate. Keep up the great work, Desert Legends. Let's go to the Aussies tomorrow night against England.